In 2020, a Minecraft streamer by the name of Zenbi was doing rounds and slowly developing a fan base. He would primarily play Bed Wars, a popular game mode on many Minecraft servers with his friends. This would eventually evolve into a channel with thousands of followers and fans, and even landed him collaborations with many different popular Bed Wars players. But one day, a bombshell that no one expected would drop, and it would all come crashing down with one tweet. Zenbi is not black. He just profited off of pretending to be, lying to people for years. Happy New Year. What inspired such a lie? How did he get away with it for so long? And where is Zenbi now after all of this? I don't know. You know, Zenbi's story is actually kind of interesting whenever you look at it just enough. One, I think it's the only time that wiping something entirely from the internet has gotten even a little close to working. Two, it's really funny. And three, it's one of the few times that a Minecraft YouTuber was called out for something that wasn't trying to fuck kids or beat their wife. But it's mainly the first reason that made me want to make this video. Because no matter how much I looked into this event, I could only find like 2 videos, which one I could only describe as a nothing burger with AI voices, or an over-edited video essay from a guy who so desperately wanted to be the next Sunny V2 or Internet Anarchist or Turkey Tom or... So because I was so curious about the details of the story, I decided to do my own digging and answer some questions that I had about this situation. This would prove to be really hard because there is almost nothing about this that is just readily available online anymore. So the first question I want to ask is, when did Zenbi start this? Well, there is no definitive answer because I don't exactly have a timeline to look at for this, so I can only make estimations. So since his Twitch was started in 2020, we could set that as a possible starting point. However, his Twitch didn't get really big until around 2022, so that could also be a start. So we'll say somewhere in the middle of 2020 to 2022 as to where he started lying about his race. Another obvious question would be, why did he lie about his race? Well, there are a few theories people have as to why Zenbi did this. One of them being that Zenbi maybe felt he was too boring and uninteresting on his own, so he would fabricate an entire identity for his online accounts. This could very likely be true, as he was a Minecraft YouTuber, and now those are only as interesting as the allegations tied to them. The second most popular theory is that Zenbi was most likely saying some words over the internet and would use actually I'm black as a way to get out of saying sorry. There are even some tweets I've seen saying that this could be the case. But even then, all of those are just theories and not very conclusive. So what really made Zenbi start doing this? What was the catalyst for such an elaborate lie? Here's the real untold story of Zenbi. Zenbi started 2020 with a struggle. He was boring, uninteresting, and unknown. He did nothing but play Minecraft all day, finding comfort in Bed Wars while everyone was playing real games, like Tiddlywinks. This was when he started his Twitch account and began to stream Bed Wars to his audience of 2 viewers, being his mom and himself on a phone. But no matter what Zenbi did, he couldn't ever break 10 viewers on Twitch. He asked himself constantly what he should do. Was it him? Maybe he just wasn't entertaining enough to maintain an audience. He thought and thought and thought, but nothing came through. That was until one day, Zenbi saw something that would change his life for the better.
It makes it easier.
July 20th, 2011, Jay-Z and Kanye West release a single for their upcoming collaborative album, Watch the Throne. Plenty of radio stations at the time were premiering the single across the world, and millions tuned in to hear this legendary moment in hip-hop history. Although it was one station that cemented itself. On this day, on the Hot 97 station, host Funkmaster Flex would replay the song for over 22 minutes, constantly rewinding and replaying the song to sing its praises and comment on how much he loved this song. During this premiere, Funkmaster Flex would say this.
New York City, you listen to me. If you're near a convenience store right now, any type of 24-hour store, go into the store right now and put your hand in the cash register for no reason.
Zenbi would happen upon this clip, and it would change him inside and out. He was overcome with such an overwhelming amount of culture that he had never felt in his, a white life. The only cultural act he had participated in was looking at shitty fandom merch at the mall Hot Topic. Something had awoken within Zenbi, and he was no longer white. He would immediately start to flaunt his newfound racial identity, and even claim to be Muslim according to most. It wouldn't be long before the money started coming in. With this ever-growing empire, Zenbi felt on top of the world. Nothing could stop him. That was until January 7th. The initial tweet was made, and as expected, all hell broke loose. The world was in a frenzy, bodies scattered the streets, fucking planes fell out of the sky. What would hit hardest was a clip from a stream by longtime collaborator of Zenbi's, Boomer NA. He would drop the bombshell that truly spelled the end of Zenbi's career.
Zen's not black. Like, genuinely.
No, dude!
And you ain't black.
What the f***, I'm white.
You're welcome. Like, I FaceTimed him, and I, like, saw him. When that happened and when I found out, I cut him out, man.
This video wasn't the end of it either. It would also turn out that Zenbi was using random pictures of black guys on the internet to pretend he was them. Oh, dude, this is so fucking funny. With this exposure, he was promptly excommunicated from the internet, never to be seen again and doomed to forever whiteness. With nowhere to go, Zenbi was forced to quit his streaming career and would never return. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the true, untold story of Zenbi. Not much is known about Zenbi or his whereabouts at the moment, but I've seen some people say that he's still active on Bed Wars servers. He's probably streaming on some other account or working a job he hates like the rest of us, but no matter where he is, one thing is for certain. He definitely isn't black. But I'm still white. I'm Caucasian.